Hey loves, and welcome to Inner Love Messages. I'm Sarah, and if you're new here, a big welcome to the channel. For those of you who are already subscribed, welcome back. Tonight, I have a special love message for you, one from someone you're in no contact with. I'll be pulling cards from this deck to tap into how this person is feeling, how they see you, your connection, and any other important messages they might have for you right now. Let's take a moment to truly connect with the emotions that are emerging, for this message carries an energy that is raw, vulnerable, and speaks directly to the heart. The card I pulled reveals a message from deep within their soul, a quiet yet powerful confession. I wasn't ready to say goodbye to you. This sentiment holds immense weight and immediately resonates with the deeper energies at play in this connection. As I tune into it, I can feel the presence of a strong divine feminine energy, a force that transcends time and space, one that still lingers despite there being no physical interaction between you and this person at this moment. What's striking is the powerful way in which this person still feels bound to you, as if the connection between you is something unbreakable, regardless of the distance that separates you in the physical realm. There's a deep spiritual pull that they cannot fully explain, a feeling of attachment that goes beyond ordinary understanding. Even though you may not be in direct contact at the moment, they remain closely connected to you on a level that transcends typical human experience. This is not just about nostalgia or longing. It's about an invisible bond that endures, continuing to pulse quietly beneath the surface of their daily life. Despite the strength of their emotions, this person has been enduring their struggles in silence. Their feelings are vast and profound, yet hidden beneath the surface, carefully concealed. It's not easy to detect the depth of their internal turmoil because they have mastered the art of masking their pain. You may not have realized just how much they have been suffering, as they have done everything they can to keep it from showing, presenting a calm exterior while their heart aches. The truth is, they are not one to easily reveal their vulnerabilities. They don't wear their heart on their sleeve, preferring instead to keep their emotions guarded, only letting their guard down when it feels absolutely necessary for you to understand how deeply you've affected them. The message coming through from their heart space is one of deep regret. What stands out most is that this person never intended for their feelings to remain unspoken. They didn't plan to leave their emotions unexpressed, nor did they want you to think that they didn't care or that the connection you shared was insignificant. In fact, if they could find the words, they would tell you that the bond between you still exists within them, lingering in their heart, something they can't quite shake. It's as if a part of them continues to live in the moments you shared, and no matter how hard they try to move forward, they simply can't let go of what you both once had. What's especially poignant is the overwhelming sense of unfinished business they feel. It's as though they had envisioned a future for your connection, a path it could have taken, and they are left with the heavy feeling that they were never able to see that vision come to fruition. There were milestones they wanted to reach with you, goals they hoped to accomplish together, and when things came to an abrupt end, it left a void in their heart, a sense of incompleteness that they have carried with them ever since. This sense of unfinished business acts as an emotional weight, pulling at them, constantly reminding them that there was so much more to explore and experience between the two of you. It seems that the situation between you both ended on a note that felt unresolved, perhaps even strange, leaving a cloud of emotions unspoken. There was likely a sense of holding back emotionally for both of you, maybe out of fear, uncertainty, or a belief that expressing those emotions wasn't safe or possible at the time. You may have assumed that they were okay with how things turned out, maybe even thinking they had moved on or accepted the end of your connection. But the truth is far different. Deep down, they have not been okay with the way things were left, and they've been carrying that emotional weight ever since. Although they may not have shown it outwardly, inside, they have been struggling with the unresolved feelings, carrying the burden of things left unsaid. The energy I'm sensing is that, despite the physical distance between you, they have never truly been ready to fully walk away. Even if they appear distant or detached on the surface, there has been an invisible pull drawing them back to you. And yet, there's still uncertainty, hesitation about whether they are truly ready to face you and everything that has transpired between you both. They have spent a lot of time reflecting, weighing the emotional toll of the past, and questioning whether they have the strength to approach you once more. Though there has been physical distance, it's clear that this person has kept you close in their heart and mind. Your connection hasn't been something they could easily release, and they have spent much time reflecting on why they were drawn to you in the first place. There was a purpose to your meeting, a deeper reason for the paths crossing between you, and it feels like that purpose was never fully realized. Perhaps it was something they couldn't express or fulfill in the moment, and now they are left with that nagging sense of unfinished business. This feeling of incompleteness has weighed heavily on their heart, making it difficult for them to move forward without addressing it. I sense that you're about to discover just how deeply you've impacted this person, especially on an emotional level. They have been holding on to the memory of you, the bond you shared, and the way you made them feel. That energy has been with them, powerful and constant, almost like an anchor they can't shake. The more time passes, the stronger the feeling of unfinished business becomes. They can't escape the reality that there are unresolved issues between you, and that realization has grown more pressing for them as each day goes by. Before we dive deeper, I want to take a moment to ask that if you appreciate the time and energy put into this reading, consider expressing your gratitude with a super thanks. It would mean a lot as a token of love and support. The message that's coming through is incredibly strong, and it speaks volumes. Can you feel how badly I want you? This isn't just a typical message, it's filled with a deep longing and desire. What makes this so significant is the intensity with which this person is sending these feelings toward you. It's not just a casual desire, it's coming from a place of profound emotion. There's a powerful emotional current flowing from them toward you, one that feels both intensely personal and magnetic, almost as though it's pulling you in with an undeniable force. This is not just a passing urge or a fleeting feeling, it's a deep longing that has been building inside them for quite some time, a longing that has taken on a life of its own. What makes this even more intriguing is the sense that they view this energy exchange between the two of you as something sacred. They aren't just casually sending their feelings out into the universe, they are purposefully directing this energy toward you because they recognize the unique and profound connection that exists between you. There's an understanding on their part that what you shared isn't just ordinary or temporary, it's something meaningful, something powerful. Right now, they are actively channeling that energy, hoping that you can feel it, that you can sense the depth of their desire and the longing in their heart. At the core of it, this person is not just dealing with unresolved emotions over how things ended, but they are also fighting against the overwhelming pull to come back toward you. The emotions they still carry for you weigh heavily on their heart, and it's clear that they are hoping for a shift or a moment of clarity that will allow them to reconnect with you, to face the feelings they've been holding on to. Whether they are ready to confront you or not, the energy they are sending you speaks volumes about how deeply they still feel for you, even if they can't yet find the words to express it. On a much deeper level, the masculine energy involved sees the bond between you two as something sacred, something far beyond the ordinary. They would never engage in something so intimate unless they truly felt an undeniable emotional connection with you. There's a unique depth of intimacy in play here, where the emotional bond between you both is so strong that even the distance, whether physical or emotional, has become a bridge that connects you. This energy exchange becomes the means by which they can stay intimately connected to you, even without words or actions, allowing the bond to grow on a soul-deep level. One of the most striking aspects of this connection is the powerful desire for you to feel what they feel. It's not enough for them that you understand, they want you to truly experience the emotional and energetic depth of what they are going through. This isn't about surface-level gestures or abstract thoughts, it's about immersing you in the depth of their emotions, allowing you to feel the profound impact you've had on their life. They want you to sense just how much you've affected them, how your energies have intertwined, and how deeply meaningful your presence is to them. Each time you meet, it seems random, but it leaves a lasting impact on them, one they can't escape, no matter how much they try to distance themselves. It's almost as if the universe itself is guiding your encounters, nudging them back into your orbit. Every time, they're left feeling something profound, something that shakes them at their core. This is why, even in silence, they're struggling internally. The emotions they feel when you're around are far more intense than they're willing to admit, even to themselves. Whether they want to acknowledge it or not, they feel this connection, and it stirs emotions that are hard for them to process. They may attempt to block it out, to distract themselves, but the impact you've had on them is undeniable. The more they try to pull away, the stronger the pull becomes until it becomes impossible to ignore. So, even in moments when they seem detached, understand that, in their own way, they're feeling the depth of the bond you share, even if they don't fully understand it themselves. What you two have is not a fleeting connection, it's a force, a creative energy that seeks to manifest in the physical world when the time is right. While they may not fully comprehend what this connection means, they are still a part of it, and the energy you share continues to work through them. It's creating ripples that will eventually lead to something beautiful. But for now, they need space to process and come to terms with what they feel. They've been holding back from you, and the growing distance between you isn't just due to the circumstances of your connection. It's also because they are intentionally holding back. There's an undeniable energy between the two of you, something far beyond simple attraction. When it comes to you, they struggle with an intense feeling that they can't seem to turn off or manage. They find themselves drawn to you, even though they're trying to fight the urge to reach out or grow closer. If you've wondered why they haven't made a move, it's clear. They're battling their own desires to connect with you, even though every part of them longs to do so. The complexity of this dynamic goes far beyond what it may seem at first glance. The deep energetic bond between you is more than just physical. It's a magnetic force that transcends words. You're so attuned to one another's energy that you can sense each other's emotions and thoughts without the need for spoken words. It's a rare connection, something you only experience with them. There's no denying the depth of it, which only makes the silence between you feel more intense and confusing. On the outside, they may come across as confident, bold, and outgoing, someone who always knows what they want and isn't afraid to take charge. But with you, it's different. There's a quiet, almost reserved side to them, a seriousness that seems unlike their usual self. This shift in their behavior leaves them feeling conflicted, unsure of how to express what they're truly feeling. They're not accustomed to holding back, especially when it comes to relationships or emotions, but with you, they do. They find themselves caught between wanting to be open and keeping up the wall they've built. This inner conflict, this uncertainty about how to act or what to feel, is a big reason for their distance. When they first entered this connection, they thought they knew exactly what they wanted, but you've shaken that perception in ways they didn't anticipate. You've had an impact on them that's forced them to stop and rethink everything they thought they understood. Now, they find themselves questioning whether they've been seeing things clearly or if they've misunderstood what's really happening between you. This introspection is intense for them, and no matter how hard they try to manage their feelings, they can't seem to completely shut them out. Despite their efforts to maintain a calm, controlled exterior, their energy always betrays them. It's as though their feelings for you are written all over them, even when they try to seem indifferent or distant. Another clue you might pick up on is the way they look at you. There's something in their eyes that gives them away. Whether you're in the same room or not, they're often drawn to you in a way they can't explain. They may find themselves staring at you, even when they think you're unaware of it. It's not just the physical presence of you that captivates them, it's a deeper, almost hypnotic connection that compels them to study you. Even when you're not around, they might catch themselves revisiting moments they've shared with you, perhaps even looking at pictures or memories if they can. There's a curiosity in the way they observe you, as if they're trying to understand the depth of their feelings. This behavior stems from how they view you. They see you as unfinished business, something unresolved that they can't let go of. You're the only one who has this effect on them, and it's both fascinating and frustrating for them. They're not used to feeling this way, and it makes them uncomfortable, but they can't seem to shake it. If you've been wondering how they feel about you right now, the truth is that they've always seen you as something they can only handle in small doses. You challenge them in ways no one else does, and it forces them to pause. They constantly ask themselves, "What are we?" It's a question that lingers in their mind, keeping them torn between acting on their feelings or continuing to pull away. Even though there's space between you right now and things may seem quiet or distant, don't mistake this for indifference. Beneath the silence, there's a lot happening in their mind. They're wrestling with the undeniable feeling that there's something deeper between you, something powerful that they can't ignore, something that draws them to you in ways they can't fully understand. Every time they were near you, they felt it, the pull, the connection, the depth of what you share. And no matter how hard they try to distance themselves, they can't shake the feeling that this bond is special, something that might not be so easily dismissed. It seems like the message here is about coming to the realization that the connection was undervalued, and now a deeper understanding of the situation has emerged. If this resonates with you, it's clear that the masculine energy is feeling a strong pull towards you. However, there's also a sense of regret because they didn't fully recognize the depth of the bond between you two before. It's as though a light has been switched on, revealing the profound nature of what you share, and they are now beginning to understand the magnitude of that connection. There's a dual energy present here, reflecting the emotions of both individuals, but the heavier focus seems to be on the masculine's feelings. There is undeniable tension within them, a deep inner conflict between wanting to pursue the connection and retreating in fear of what it may mean. This is someone who once took control of the situation, almost as if your connection was something they were meant to avoid, yet they felt an undeniable attraction to you. It's as though there was an invisible force pulling them towards you, even though they tried to maintain a distance. Your energy was too compelling to ignore, too magnetic to walk away from, yet it felt elusive to them, something they could never truly capture. Each time they got too close, a wave of uncertainty would wash over them, making them pull back, unsure of what to do with the intensity of their feelings. The push-pull dynamic between you was overwhelming, confusing them, even if they appeared calm on the outside. When I refer to forbidden, it's not meant in a negative sense. Rather, it's about timing, how the complex threads of life intertwine and create moments where everything aligns just a bit too perfectly, or perhaps not in the way you expected. When your paths first crossed, this masculine energy might have felt like pursuing you wasn't the right thing to do. Perhaps the timing wasn't ideal, or life circumstances made it seem too complicated, even burdensome. There might have been unspoken barriers, doubts, or fears preventing them from fully opening up to you in the way their heart truly desired. These barriers, whether external like relationships, responsibilities, or personal struggles, or internal like insecurities or emotional baggage, kept them from embracing what could have been. Even if you weren't aware of these obstacles, they were powerful enough to prevent them from acting on their feelings. But as time passed, when the opportunity presented itself again, they didn't hesitate. The pull toward you was undeniable, and they reached out almost instinctively, driven by a mixture of excitement and apprehension. They didn't expect things to unfold this way, with a growing distance or silence replacing the communication that once existed between you. If they've distanced themselves or gone quiet, it's not because they wanted to. It's more about not knowing how to navigate the complexity of the situation. They didn't want to hurt you, nor did they want to hurt themselves. They found themselves in a place where they couldn't find the words to explain what was happening inside them. It wasn't that they didn't care. On the contrary, they cared deeply. The silence stemmed from their uncertainty about how to make sense of what they were feeling, and perhaps from a fear that acknowledging the connection would cause more harm than healing. The deep regret they feel now is not something surprising to them. On some level, they always knew this could happen, that they might one day look back and wish they had acted differently, but what they didn't anticipate was how deeply their emotions would evolve over time. It's almost as if they've unlocked a part of themselves they were reluctant to acknowledge, a side that is vulnerable, tender, and profoundly connected to you. They've realized that there's no escaping it anymore. When it comes to you, they've been forced to face a truth they couldn't avoid, no matter how hard they tried. The depth of their feelings, the longing and the regret, they can no longer hide from it, and it's something they struggle to understand. What's fascinating is that this realization has led them to a deeper understanding of who they are. They've tapped into emotions and desires they didn't even know existed, especially in relation to another person. It's as though your connection has awakened parts of them that were dormant or hidden, and now they're grappling with the complexity of their feelings. This journey has shown them that what they once thought was a fleeting attraction or a passing connection is actually something far more profound. They now understand that their initial hesitation wasn't because they didn't care, but because they feared the overwhelming power of what you both share. And as they wrestle with these emotions, they experience frustration and self-doubt, struggling to figure out how to move forward without causing further harm. Despite this inner turmoil, there is one undeniable truth at the core of it all. The connection between you remains. It's something that can't be erased or ignored. No matter the distance or the silence, the bond between you two will always exist, waiting for the right moment to resurface. The masculine energy may be navigating through regret and confusion right now, but deep down, they understand that this is a journey they must undertake, a truth they must face. Your energy, divine feminine, has left a lasting impression on them that cannot be erased, even if they've tried to move on. It's as though you've imprinted something on their soul that lingers within them, far beyond what others can see or understand. Every decision they make, every step they take is somehow still influenced by your presence. Even when they think they have let go, your energy continues to echo in their mind, like a whisper that never quite fades away. This invisible connection, unseen by the outside world, is influencing their actions more than they realize. They may attempt to move forward with their life, but there is an undeniable force pulling them back towards you, something that feels both beautiful and painful at the same time. No matter how hard they try to ignore it or hide it from themselves, they cannot escape the truth. Your energy is woven into the fabric of their life. It shapes their choices, their struggles, and even their moments of peace. Lately, they've been reflecting deeply, divine feminine, trying to make sense of everything that has transpired between you two. This journey has been one of self-discovery, leading them to the realization that, deep down, they always knew they would end up in this very position, unable to fully move on or let you go. Despite external circumstances or internal resistance, they find themselves in this constant dance with your energy. Even though it may seem like they've distanced themselves, they are coming to realize that you've never really left their side. The connection, as complicated and challenging as it may be, is still very much alive within them. And the pull they feel toward you is undeniable. This bond has shaped their life in ways words cannot fully express. It's like an invisible thread that tugs at them, no matter how far they try to run. At times, the universe guides them back to you, nudging them gently, and at others with immense force. Regardless of the intensity, this pull always brings them back, even when they don't fully understand why. As they continue their journey, a deeper sense of questioning and confusion arises within this masculine energy. They find themselves wondering, why did we agree to this? It's evident that they are frustrated, perhaps even overwhelmed, as they try to navigate the weight of everything surrounding your connection. There are countless external pressures, people, situations that seem to block their way at every turn, making it difficult for them to act in harmony with their heart's true desires. Their mind is filled with doubts and questions about the path they've taken, questioning whether the choices they've made are the right ones, or if they are destined to keep facing what feels like an insurmountable challenge. This questioning stems from a place of deep introspection as they try to make sense of the complexities of their feelings for you. While they know the magnitude of what you share, they are also burdened by circumstances they can't control. It's clear that something has disrupted the flow of your connection recently, whether it's a person, a place, or an event. Something external has introduced a barrier, creating distance and interference where there was once a more seamless bond. This disruption has forced both of you into a space of reflection and growth, where you each must navigate the challenges that have emerged. For you, Divine Feminine, this period of no contact or limited communication has become a time of deep self-reflection. You've turned inward, questioning everything you once believed about your connection. The pull toward this masculine energy remains as strong as ever, yet you are acutely aware of the blockages that exist, preventing the connection from progressing in the way you hoped. It feels as if you've never been able to establish a solid foundation with them, as if something always stands in the way. These blockages, whether emotional, physical, or spiritual, seem to be obstacles neither of you can bypass, no matter how much you both wish for them to be gone. Despite the struggles and the pain, you have a profound knowing that this connection is meaningful. You feel aligned with this masculine energy in a way that transcends time and space. Yet you are also aware that the road ahead feels uncertain. There's a sense of being stuck, unable to move forward, but at the same time, you understand that this stagnation isn't permanent. It's part of a larger process, one that requires both of you to learn, grow, and heal before you can truly step into the next phase of your connection. Though your bond has been tested, it remains unbroken. Even though external circumstances may appear challenging, your inner wisdom is guiding both of you, reminding you that this journey is more than just about the destination. It's about the lessons, the growth, and the unconditional love that exists between you, even when the path ahead is unclear. Despite the obstacles, there's still an undeniable force drawing you two together. Even if you're not physically close, their presence lingers in your energy, and it feels as though you're incapable of truly staying apart, no matter the distance or the challenges that have arisen. There's something almost ethereal about your connection, as though no matter how much time or space separates you, a part of them is always near. You may have found yourself questioning this bond, wondering why the universe allowed your paths to cross if things were going to unfold in this way, but deep down, you know that this connection holds meaning. While they may still be grappling with their feelings and what this connection truly represents, you've started to understand it in your own way. You've been reflecting on the reason why you both met when you did, why things are unfolding as they are, especially considering that what you thought would be a stable connection has encountered its share of turmoil and uncertainty. The period of no contact, as difficult and painful as it has been, has offered both of you the space for reflection, though in very different ways. For you, this time apart has brought clarity, allowing you to realize how significant this bond is to you, even if the circumstances have obscured the path forward. For them, it has been a period of self-reflection where they've been processing their own feelings and what they desire from this connection. Meanwhile, you've been contemplating the bigger picture, understanding the cosmic timing, the significance of meeting when you did, and the lessons both of you needed to learn from this experience. It feels as though there's a deeper purpose to this connection, something beyond the immediate challenges. The more you reflect, the more you begin to believe that your meeting was no accident, and the reason things haven't come together as you hoped is part of a greater plan. As time passes, the message that resonates is deeply profound. Only something as powerful as divine intervention could have orchestrated this. There is a spiritual force at work that neither of you fully grasps yet, but it's clear that your connection was meant to be. Even in moments of doubt and frustration, it's comforting to know that the universe is still working behind the scenes to bring clarity and resolution. For the masculine energy in this connection, there is a vulnerability they have yet to show you, particularly when it comes to their feelings about this bond. Although they may not express it, there is a deep longing and confusion within them. What truly weighs on them is the belief that the chances of crossing paths with you again are slim, not because they don't want to see you or miss you, but because the way things have unfolded between you both has left them uncertain about what the future holds. They never imagined that things would take this turn, and the intensity of what they're feeling now is something they weren't prepared for. They've come to realize that they underestimated the depth of your connection, not because they doubted you, but because they had no idea how profoundly your absence would affect them. This realization has left them feeling vulnerable, questioning everything they thought they knew about relationships and what they truly want. In truth, they have been wrestling with an internal struggle, trying to understand how to move forward when part of them feels so strongly drawn to you. It's not just about missing you. It's about realizing that the connection between you is far more significant than they ever anticipated. They find themselves wondering if there's a chance for redemption, for healing, and for a reunion that would allow them to show you the part of themselves they've kept hidden. Although they don't have the answers now, they're starting to realize that the connection between you is far from ordinary. It's something neither of you can walk away from easily, no matter how difficult or uncertain the journey might seem. There's an undeniable sense of deep meaning surrounding you, a pull that seems to be guiding you toward a realization that, in this very moment, you embody the divine feminine in a way that's uniquely your own. There's a powerful presence within you that cannot be replicated, and it's becoming clear that this connection you share is rare and sacred in its own right. Yet alongside this feeling of uniqueness, a shadow of doubt quietly lingers, creeping into your mind. This doubt isn't isolated. It's shared by both of you. It's almost as if there's a subtle questioning about the future of this bond, an uncertainty about what's yet to unfold. The energy surrounding you suggests that only a higher divine force can bring this connection together in the way it was meant to be, and it's exactly this realization you and your counterpart are sensing. There's a deep understanding that this connection could only have been orchestrated by something beyond human control. Still, both of you find yourselves standing on the edge of the unknown, uncertain about the next step to take. At this moment, there's a profound energy of surrender between you both. It feels as though you've both let go of the need to chase after the connection in the usual way. Instead, you've each shifted into a space of allowing things to unfold naturally, without any force or pressure. This change in energy is monumental. The drive to chase or pursue has long been what propelled the connection forward, but now there's a peaceful release, a mutual surrender of the need to control or manipulate the outcome. It may feel as though the bond that once seemed so strong is now fading or weakening, but in reality, this is the natural consequence of stepping back and withdrawing your energy. There's a power in this withdrawal because it signifies a moment where both of you are becoming more complete on your own. For now, you stand independently, and that is a powerful shift. What's unfolding now is a quiet, almost subtle examination of the authenticity of this connection. It's as though both of you have stepped back, allowing the energy between you to settle, to breathe. In some ways, you may both hold on to a quiet faith, trusting that if this connection is truly meant to be, it will return, regardless of how things appear in this present moment. It's like you've surrendered the connection to the divine, trusting that whatever is meant to unfold will do so in divine timing. Though it might feel like a period of separation, this is actually a time for deep reflection, an opportunity for both of you to recalibrate and find alignment within yourselves before moving forward. The key is in the surrender, in knowing that what's meant to be will return, and there's no need to force anything. Along with this energy of surrender, there's also a profound sense of pride emerging from both sides. This pride isn't born from ego or arrogance, but from a deep sense of self-respect and an understanding of your individual worth. Each of you takes pride in who you are, in what you bring to the world, and in the journey that has shaped you. You both stand strong in your power, though in different ways. The masculine energy in this dynamic has reached a place where they are no longer willing to chase anything or anyone that doesn't resonate with their soul's true purpose. This shift has completely transformed their perspective. They are no longer swayed by outside influences. Likewise, you, the divine feminine, have found your own strength and no longer seek external validation or chase after something that doesn't align with your higher self. This creates a subtle pause between the two of you, not driven by ego, but rather by a space of reflection. Both of you may be uncertain about whether this connection will ever come back together in the way you once imagined. Yet even in this pause, there remains an energetic thread that ties you together. Neither of you has fully let go. Deep down, you are still holding space for each other, emotionally tethered by the possibility of what could be. This energy you continue to hold for one another is a sign that the story is not over. Even if it feels dormant for now, there is still much left to explore, and much yet to be revealed. Whatever comes next will unfold in its own time, but the energy you've invested in each other, the love shared, and the space you're holding will all contribute to the eventual reawakening of this connection. From the outside, it may seem like this connection has ended, but the energy still lingers because neither of you is ready to let go. This feeling won't disappear anytime soon, particularly for the masculine energy. It's their energy that is keeping the connection alive, and they want you to feel it, not just their physical desires, but the emotional depth they've been holding on to during this distance.